Greetings all, Vanny here for Leo's weekly message. Leo, as a friendly reminder, the energy that you carry today sets the course for your entire week. So find something to be grateful for today. A lot just came out, nothing flipped over though. So Spirit, please help me deliver Leo's message as they need to hear it today. I feel like you and you. Thank you. You have the Magician and in reverse and the Moon card. This is immediately speaking to me about you thinking that you don't have enough, that you need to get something more. My love, you have everything right now that you need. You have the inspiration, the connection, the tools. The only thing that is stopping you is what you can think you can do for yourself, or what you think you deserve for yourself. Because the Moon card is speaking of the subconscious and unconscious. And if there was a lot of this fighting, this was the bottom of the deck, and it stayed on the table as I picked it up, so I knew it was part of yours. If there was all this infighting that you were dealing with or trying to avoid, then it may be very difficult for you to even have enough focus to say like, okay, now I can do what I need to do. I can make what I need to make. And all of that noise is always distracting you from focusing on what you actually need to do. And then when you get to that point, you may feel a sense of guilt for finally doing what you want to do, because there was all this other noise always calling you away, always calling your attention. And I just love this little pig down here. I'm not quite sure why he's here, but we appreciate his existence. I love you. Wands are related to fiery passion, ambition. And so if you were always the one, making everyone else's happily ever after, you were always so focused on that, you hardly ever, there's a wand all the way down there. You don't have the power left to make your own happily ever after because you were so focused on making theirs. You don't have any power left for yourself, and that's not fair to you. But that's what you're telling yourself, my love, because you still have the power. You still have the drive. You just have to state that you're worth it. You have to state that you're worth it, because it makes sense why you did it for the others. You loved them. Your ego had compassion for them and wanted to see the best for them. And this could be from a self-sacrificing mentality of, I never had happiness, so I want someone else to have it. But you deserve it. I'd say you deserve it more than the people that you poured it into. Exactly, self-love. Let the wall fall that separates me from my own vulnerable inner child. I long to take care of myself like never before. Finally, take care of yourself. If you've done everything that you can for them, then good. Leave them to their own devices. If they're going to crash and burn, it's not your responsibility to pick it back up. You have sanctity. Through offering, even the most mundane problems can become a sacrament. If something is a problem to you, if something is hounding you or bothering you or weighing you down, give that to Spirit. Say, Spirit, take this fear of poverty, take this fear of rejection, take this fear of homelessness away from me, and they will remove that in its wake, leaving you expansiveness, leaving more room for their blessings to come in. Eternity is far more creative than the rigid and constrained and exhausted ego. You have so much more to see, you have so much more to make, but it's only going to happen when you finally allow me, divine, to accept the right assistance. I welcome your help in every way and delight in receiving it. You have to allow yourself to receive blessings. You have to allow yourself to receive gifts. I just saw 111 on my clock, and it's about to be 444 here. So you have a sacrifice. Sometimes surrender is painful. God's cutting away all that needs to go. Illusions, obsession, addiction. It's all a sacrifice to love. So if there has been This upset that I was talking about in the Five of Wands, if there has been that upset, that infighting, that tension, whatever it is that is making things hard to be in that situation, it's showing you that you don't need to be there anymore. So stop hanging on to a situation because of the emotional attachments to it. If they're meant to be in your life, they will be in your life. Follow your own beautiful, unique light. Your path might be different from others, but that's perfectly fine. You have male ancestors watching over you. Come back here, you. You have so much sweetness left to enjoy from life. Take your lactate if you are lactose intolerant. Things have to shift and move into place. But that's why you have to release them. You have to release those fears. You have to release those thoughts that you don't deserve love. Be brave. Be brave enough to say that you deserve more. And smile in the face of the people who told you you didn't. Smile in the face of the people who said that this lion has no roar, that this cat has no bite. You can be so many different things to so many different people, but who are you going to be to yourself, Leo? Who are you going to be for yourself? Are you going to be your greatest caretaker? Are you going to be your biggest hype person? Are you going to be your biggest supporter? Or are you going to be your own worst enemy? I understand that battle of the mind. I face it every day. And I will tell you something that my mom has told me many, many times. Just because it's hard now doesn't mean it's always going to be like this. The struggles that you're going through now are showing you what is and is not for you. And to have that perspective, to have that expansive mindset of, I am allowing Spirit to bring into my life that which I need. And my ego does not need to understand it right now. My mind does not need to rationalize why this is happening now. I just have to move where life is pulling me. I have to move where my heart is taking me, where my energy is calling me, because it will all make sense. But it has to line up. Things are shifting, things are moving, and you can't see while the dust is all in the air. But sometimes you have to keep going. You have to keep pushing and be that stubborn. Be that caring of yourself, of your inner child. Say, no, I deserve happiness. They deserve happiness. Because they were so hurt by people who were supposed to love them. They were so hurt by people who were supposed to protect them. And you are finally putting that in yourself, protecting yourself, valuing yourself, honoring yourself, and saying, like, no, I am not going to work for other people's success anymore. I'm not going to put my life aside for other people's happiness anymore. I have to make myself happy. Because at the end of the day, I will have me. And this isn't selfish of you. This isn't rude or hateful of you. This is you finally stepping into what you truly deserved. Authenticity, love, support, and power. It's always been yours to claim. It's always been yours to work with. But you have to allow yourself to do that. We live in the realm of free will. And Spirit cannot just come into our lives and make these changes. You have to ask them to come in. You have to ask them to step in. Call upon your ancestors, guardian angels, gods or deities you feel close to. Ask them to make these shifts. Ask them to bless your life. Ask them to give you what you want. Ask them to remove from you what you don't want. Whatever it is, Leo, you have to start making moves and stating that you deserve love, respect, and honor. Because you absolutely do, my love. Have a beautiful day, Leo.